Popular Liverpool fighter Callum Smith has only tasted defeat once in his professional career, in December 2020. It just so happened that the defeat came against one of the all-time greats in the form of Canelo Alvarez. But Smith has recently suggested that the loss actually benefited him in the long run. Today, we're discussing Smith saying he's a better fighter following his loss to the tough Mexican. Stay with us. Let's jump right in. What did Smith have to say? Callum Smith comes from a tough family. All four Smith brothers have at various points in their careers been world champions, with Callum previously holding the WBA Super and the Ring Super Middleweight titles. He is out again this weekend, attempting to put another unbeaten run together following his loss to Alvarez almost 2 years ago. He takes on Mathieu Bauderlique this Saturday, but has actually suggested that following the loss to Canelo, he's now a better fighter than he was before taking on the Mexican. He can take solace in the fact that he went the distance with him and will use the experience this weekend, as he is last out on the bill before Usyk and Joshua. Smith has been training with former pro-turned-trainer Buddy McGirt of late, and believes the adjustments he's made with McGirt, who fought 73 times across his career, will see him become a two-weight world champion, as he's recently moved up to light heavyweight in the wake of the Canelo loss. And speaking to Sky Sports recently, Smith explained that losing kind of highlights areas you feel you need to improve on yourself, which is a message many boxers before him have delivered. The fight this Saturday will give Smith a better idea of where he currently stands in the light heavyweight division, but according to BoxRec, he is the best currently active light heavy on the planet, which should do wonders for the confidence. What else did the youngest Smith brother have to say? Well, of course, Smith was quick to point out that when a boxer's on a winning run, it's easy to dismiss those wins and not take much from them, as you're in a good place because you're winning. However, he went on to explain that when he was decisively beaten by Canelo back in December 2020, he took a lot of positives from the experience, saying, "The loss kind of highlighted certain areas and I made changes to my team and moved over to LA. I believe I'm a better fighter than when I was world champion, and I'm confident I can be another one." As they say, a change is as good as a rest, and after demolishing Lenin Castillo in a terrifying knockout to announce himself on the light heavyweight stage, it seems to have paid off. Smith went on to describe how he's been trying to figure out how to be smarter with his shot selection of late, explaining that he's been working on when to throw, when not to throw, when to move, and certain positions in the ring. And of course, it helps having 3 older brothers who have all been world champions to help you along in your quest. Callum went on to say how he's always trying to evolve as a fighter, before suggesting a lot of pros get camp mixed up with "let's get fit and in shape," rather than to improve as a fighter as well. Wise words. What do you make of this? Next up, Smith has been discussing this weekend's fight. Stay tuned. Callum Smith is easily one of Britain's best boxers at the moment, and takes on France's Mathieu Bauderlique on the Usyk undercard this weekend. And speaking this week before the bout, he believes it's written in the stars that he should become a 2-division world champ. However, Bauderlique is no mug, as he holds an Olympic bronze medal to his name and must be respected. The fight is being billed as a final eliminator for the WBC title, which is currently in the possession of Artur Beterbiev, and Smith has this week been discussing the bout at the press conference. He said, "It's a must-win. I think every fight is a must-win at this stage in your career. I'm in a busy division, a packed division where there's a lot of fighters waiting for a shot at the world title, and he should get the win. He would almost certainly be up against Beterbiev next time out, which would be pretty exciting for the Scouse fighter." Mundo, as he is known to his brothers and close friends, went on to warn, "A loss here puts me at the back of the queue, and it's a very big queue to go to the back of." He then suggested a win propels him right to the front of said queue, and he firmly believes he's good enough to get that win. What do you guys make of Smith's words? Let us know below. What else did he have to say then? Well, Smith has previous in the stadium he will be fighting in come Saturday night, as it is in fact the same place where he dismantled his fellow Englishman George Groves back in 2018. The 7th round knockout win actually retired Groves, and Smith is excited to be back. He reiterated that the fight is a must-win, but also looked back fondly on the memories he made when he was last here. Of course, the Groves win made him a world champion, so he will forever look back on that night fondly, and the Scouser went on to say, "I'm excited. It's a big show and a big platform to perform on. Hopefully I can get the business done and move on to a world title. It's been good to be here and good to get back here." Referencing the night he became a world champion, he went on to say how there's a good buzz around the place this time around. And having already been there in the past, Smith should feel a lot more at home than some of the other fighters on the bill. He finished by explaining that he has one goal, one job, and that is to win the fight, to make sure he's in the driving seat for a chance at a light heavyweight gold next time out. Going on to say, "I left here last time as a world champion, and I believe I'll leave here this time ready to fight for a new one. Good luck, Callum." Callum has also made his pick for the upcoming Canelo vs. Golovkin bout. Stick around. Canelo will go up against Kazakhstan's Gennady Golovkin in Las Vegas next month, in what will be the pair's third meeting. The first fight back in 2017 ended in a draw, with Canelo getting the win in their next fight the following year. However, Triple G has never gone away, and is unbeaten since that Canelo defeat. But Callum Smith fully expects the Mexican to get the job done when the pair meet again for the third time. He suggested the fight will be one-sided, but conceded that the third fight should have happened much sooner as Golovkin's star has faded considerably. Smith has the pair down at 1 win apiece, as the draw in their first fight is universally accepted to have been a robbery. He said, "In my opinion, it's probably 1-1 between them. I think the decider should have happened not long after that, and it's been left to wait," before going on to say that age seems to have caught up with Gennady. Smith predicts a one-sided beatdown in favor of Canelo, but reiterates his belief that the third fight should have gone down years ago. Who do you have? And finally, news of brother Liam's next fight. Liam Smith is Callum's older brother, and the only other active Smith family fighter following Paul and Steven's retirements over the past couple of years. The light middleweight who beat hometown rival Anthony Fowler last October will be out again in a matter of weeks, just after Callum. Smith has won 18 of his 31 fights via stoppage, so certainly has the tools in his arsenal to get past the Tanzanian challenger Hassan Mwakinyo when the pair meet in Smith's hometown of Liverpool on September 3rd. Having stopped Jesse Vargas recently, Smith also counts a loss to Canelo on his resume, just like Callum, but he will be expected to get the job done against Mwakinyo, especially considering it's in his own backyard. Beefy will be hoping to secure the win, and then move ahead with his career, having held a slew of world championship belts during his time in the game. Smith has also recently left Eddie Hearn's stable, and is now being represented by Boxer, meaning his fights will be screened on Britain's premier sports provider, Sky Sports. Whatever happens over the next couple of weeks for Team Smith, their mother can be seriously proud of her incredibly talented sons. Bravo! Do you think Liam could become an undisputed world champion? As usual, thanks for stopping by today, and remember to join us next time when we'll be discussing all sorts of other cool bits and pieces. And why not do us a solid by liking and sharing today's video, whilst also subscribing to our channel so you don't miss out on more great content in the future.